is up, everybody? It's Scott here from Oak Societies, here to drop another episode of amazing content for you. Just real quick, I figured out what that clicking noise was with the pages, switching between pages. I think I got it eliminated, so I do apologize to all my followers, fans, and whoever's watching this content. I got rid of that noise, hopefully. And if you guys noticed as well, I changed my logo. My brand for my logo. So the other one that I had, I liked it. It's still pretty cool, but it wasn't mine. It was one of those free pictures that I got off a site. I don't know how long I'm gonna stick with this one. I'm not overly impressed with it, but I paid for it up front, so I kind of had to take it. But it's no big deal. But guys, big stuff happening. Big stuff happening. We're going to be going over a story about the largest takedown of a child porn site ever in the history of intelligence, the white hat hackers, and we're going to get into that. We're going to be getting into Elijah Cummings, and what the whole point of this whole episode, guys, is I want you guys to remember what Q has said about Elijah Cummings. He did die today, which I had no idea myself that he was in bad health. I didn't know. So we're going to get into that. Because just remember too, Q went down just as they were heating up stuff for Cummings and Baltimore and Maryland. If you guys do remember, back in July, beginning of August, right when Q was taken down. So we're going to get into that, and we're going to get into all the winning that Trump is doing today. Stories are breaking as I was doing this, and I'm going to show you guys another clip from CNN from the Project Veritas, because every day, guys, I've been hashtagging expose CNN because they need to be exposed for who they are. So we're going to get into all that stuff, guys. It's going to be a great episode. So hang in there. Thank you for watching this already. And guys, we are almost I'm at $15.99 for subscribers. Crazy. I need one more to hit that 1,600. And if I can hit 2,000 by the end of this month, guys, that's far and above exceeding my goal. So great stuff. My channel is up for review to be monetized. I've hit the requirements for it. I don't know if YouTube is going to approve my videos. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't. A lot of this stuff is controversial and does not fit their liberal agenda, but it's fine. But if you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. All right. So what I want to jump into first is kind of on a light note. I was lurking on Twitter, as I always do, and of course I have Trump's notifications on. Every time he tweets, I see it. And he started tweeting these photos. And this first one here says, "Nervous Nancy's unhinged meltdown." And you can clearly see there's like a timeline here of a meeting, and someone is taking pictures of Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, and there's another guy there. I don't know who he is. But obviously you could tell she's upset here, right? But as this is going on, more pictures keep coming up, and Trump tweets are coming out as this is happening. Nancy Pelosi needs help fast. There's either something wrong with her upstairs, or she just plain doesn't like our great country. She had a total meltdown in the White House today. It was very sad to watch. Pray for her. She is a very sick person. This is all happening during a meeting, and I am laughing my ass off because I've never seen a president do this and act like this. I love it. It's great. And not only that, there was more pictures being taken. And I saw this from 911 breaking. This is a statement from the White House. "The president was measured, factual, and decisive. While Democratic leadership chose to storm out and get in front of the cameras to whine, everyone else in the meeting chose to stay in the room and work on behalf of this country." And you guys, you could see here the pictures. There's Pelosi pointing at Trump. He's sitting there. Yeah, God knows what they were saying. And then you can see they left. They did leave here. And just look at that face, guys. Look at that face. Look at these guys. And Trump put another tweet. I don't have it on here now, but he's like, the tweet was, "Do you think these guys like me?" Look at their faces. They look absolutely defeated. And it makes my heart sing. I love it. So that was happening. And then on top of it, there's the picture again. The do-nothing Democrats, Pelosi and Schumer, stormed out of the cabinet room. And the best part is of course it's on CNN. Pelosi and Schumer explain how they walked out on Trump after he called Pelosi a third-rate politician. Let's just hear this real quick.
On the part of the president was a meltdown. Sad to say.
Speaker Pelosi, did the impeachment inquiry come
No,
up
it
in
didn't
this
come up.
conversation?
It did not come up.
And
Not
what
at all.
did you say?
No, it did not come up. It did not come up.
When he called you a communist, can you just elaborate?
No, he didn't call us.
on
No, he did not call us a communist. He said, yeah.
He said, let's just clarify that. He said the communists are taking or
some of ISIS were
communists, and you would be happy.
That might make you happy.
That might make you happy.
No, and the speaker said,
Yes.
none of us. Yes, we walked out.
Yeah.
At that point?
Yeah.
No, at the point that
later,
he was.
later.
When he
Very-
started calling Speaker
When
Pelosi
he
a
was
third-rate
extraordinarily-
politician.
Which I said, I wish you were a politician, Mr. President, then you would know the art of the possible.
So
just look at them grovel, guys. Look at them crying to the press. Before even Trump became president, when he was on his presidential campaign, the media and all of these guys were destroying him. And Nancy's in a tickle because Trump called her a third-rate politician. He's not wrong. Look at California. Look at her state. It's in shambles right now. There's people living all over the city streets. Tent city. But she's upset because Trump called her a third-rate politician. And I can tell you what, one of the reporters asked, did you talk about impeachment? She said no. You know what they were talking about most likely? Is probably Syria and the Kurds. And the Turkish army killing the Kurds, right? Because the United States is pulling out. Trump wants our troops home. He's tired of fighting these Middle Eastern wars. And frankly, so is America. We want all of our soldiers home. These wars have not ended. They're not going to end. They're not our conflicts. But that's probably what they were talking about most likely. And the best part about it, guys, this was breaking news while I was setting up the video. Trump has set up a truce with Turkey for a ceasefire. And it was the media last week has been saying it's too late. It's too late, guys. It's too late to settle anything. Because we're pulling our troops out, all these people are going to die, and all this blood is going to be on Trump's hands. All of it, right? But again, Trump wins, and what does he do? He sends Pence over to Turkey, and what do? They strike up a truce, and there's a ceasefire, and they're going to lift sanctions off Turkey, and they're going to make a deal. And there's going to be no war between Turkey and the Kurds, and no more bloodshed. Yeah, did some people die as soon as the Americans pulled out? Absolutely. But what would have happened if this truce wasn't settled, or we kept our troops in there? The wars wouldn't stop. Thousands of more people were going to die. So for the greater good, Trump tweeted out before, he had to show some tough love, but he said these deals aren't done in 3 days. They take time. And now the time is hit, and right before his rally today in Texas, which is 10/17, by the way, happy Q Day, he has struck a truce with Turkey, and they have stopped firing, and they're allowing the Kurds to retreat without killing them, killing more of their soldiers. Again, another win, another check mark of where the media has been wrong. And guys, the media is stuck. They are stuck. They cannot stop their narrative. CNN has been exposed completely now, and I'm going to show you guys another video of that, but they are stuck. They have to keep the lies going. And it's going to be their demise. And if Trump wins another 4 years, there's going to be nothing left of the mainstream media's credibility after he's done with them. If anything that Trump's done by the time he's done with his presidency is completely destroy the mainstream media. And it's going to open gateways for channels like mine and thousands of others to properly educate the masses and give them the truth that they deserve. Good stuff. So, moving on. So we're going to be talking about some drops that Trump has put out, and we're going to get into some Q stuff here in just a moment. So the thing is, Trump dropped a tweet out, what was this, yesterday. It was very, very intriguing. It said, what has happened here with the Anthony Weiner laptop, the server, all of the emails between Huma Abedin and Hillary Clinton, the deleted Clinton emails, what is going on? When Trump tweets out something, it means something is coming, and they're actively looking at it that very moment. So there's got to be more information coming out. There's got to be something else happening behind the scenes that we aren't aware of. And we always hear about, the 30,000 emails that Clinton asked to watch. We always hear that certain number, right? But the crazy thing is, when you go to the FBI records and you go into the vault, there's new documents that have come out. And this one in particular says FBI communications on discovery of Hillary Clinton emails on Anthony Weiner's laptop. This is new, guys. This hasn't been released. I think this just came out like a day or two ago. 10/16, just yesterday. This came out just yesterday, guys. This is a redacted document on the FBI website. It says, just putting this on the record because of the optics of this case. I believe this is maybe one of the lawyers that's investigating this. During the course of my review of a computer seized from Anthony Weiner, a seizure and search of which was authorized by an SDNY search warrant, I encountered approximately / at least 340,000 emails stored on the computer. The large number of emails appears to be a result of a mail client program installed on that computer, such as Outlook, that pulled emails from servers belonging to both Anthony Weiner and Huma Abedin. A significant number of these 340,000 emails appear to be between Huma Abedin and Hillary Clinton, the latter who appears to have used a number of different email addresses. This is based simply on a review of the header information. I did not review content of these emails, as the warrant only authorized me to review items that would give me probable cause to believe that CP evidence may reside therein. SDNY is comfortable with me continuing my review as I have, which is to not read any emails to or from Anthony Weiner to which his wife or possible attorney is a party, even if there is a third party on those emails. I will not review their content out of an abundance of caution. Obviously, I will not review any emails to which Anthony Weiner is not a party, such as emails between Ms. Abedin and Mrs. Clinton. I just wanted to formally bring this to your attention due to the pending election, the ongoing congressional investigation to the FBI's own investigation to Ms. Clinton's email activities. Now, again, I don't know who this was coming from, but it's a redacted document on the FBI website, and it's bringing light that there was more than 30,000 emails. There is approximately 340,000 emails. And remember what Q said, guys. The Patriots themselves, Q, they have it all. They have it all. They have all the dirt. Amazing stuff. And again, you see Trump here. This was just, yesterday? Same day that this document was released on the FBI website. What has happened here with the Anthony Weiner laptop, the server, and all the emails between Huma Abedin and Hillary Clinton? The deleted Clinton emails, what is going on? And it's a great question. And we're going to find out very soon, I believe. The IG report's coming out. There's a bunch of things about the drop. It's called Deep State Panic. And this is why I keep saying Trump is winning every single day. It's awesome. So, this is awesome. This is great news, guys, and this is going to blow your minds. So this came out a couple days ago, and this was reported. This is from NBC News. It's called Feds Take Down the World's Largest Dark Web Child Porn Marketplace. Prosecutors say the vast online store was run by Jong Woo Sun, currently serving a prison sentence in South Korea on charges related to child pornography. Federal prosecutors have filed multiple charges against a 23-year-old South Korean man accused of running what they call the world's largest dark web child porn marketplace. The now shuttered English language site called Welcome to Video contained more than 200,000 unique videos, or almost 8 terabytes. That's a ton of data, showing sex acts involving children, toddlers, and infants, according to the 18-page criminal indictment unsealed here Wednesday, and processed 7,300 Bitcoin transactions worth more than $730,000. So, guys, they were nailed because they were using Bitcoin as a currency, and this is another reason why I think cryptocurrency is going to be the new currency. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna become more popular. I don't know a ton about Bitcoin, but I do know, because it's a cryptocurrency and the way that Bitcoin works and is designed, it can be traceable, and it can be traceable to all the way back to IP addresses, which will reveal who these individuals are on their computers. So this is how they were found out. And it was over 200,000 videos in almost 8 terabytes of data. That is a large amount of data. And again, this is the biggest one in history that they busted. You may try to hide behind technology, U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia Jesse Liu said, but we will find you and arrest you and prosecute you. Almost half of the videos seized were not previously known to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Deputy Assistant Attorney General Richard Downing said there are many children depicted in these videos that have not been identified. The scale of this crime is eye-popping and sickening, John D. Fort, chief of IRS Criminal Investigations, said. The site allegedly rewarded its members with points in relation to the amount of legal material they uploaded, authorities announced Wednesday. So this was a reward-type system that this child porn site was running. It's absolutely disgusting. One user of the site, a former federal U.S. law enforcement agent, even downloaded more than 50 hours worth of videos. Son was indicted on federal child porn charges in August, which remained sealed until Wednesday. In addition to Son, more than 300 other suspects have been arrested in South Korea as of Wednesday. While still more suspects were identified in other countries, including the United Kingdom and the United States, including a Washington, D.C. man who was caught with the equivalent of 50 years worth of video footage he had downloaded. Sick stuff, guys. I can't. The website ran solely on the dark web, a section of the internet that can only be accessed via a Tor browser, which is designed to protect users' tracks online and obscure digital footprints. Users could purchase videos using cryptocurrency, and an annual membership was priced at 0.03 bitcoins, which is around $300. Sick stuff, right, guys? But it gets worse, and this is where I'm going to blow your mind. So I tracked down a thread here, and this is where it gets interesting. This guy, Zach Whitaker, I'm going to go back to those tweets in just a moment, but this guy, Zach Whitaker, was the man who wrote this article. He writes here, legally and journalistically, I was in a bind. How could I write a story without confirming the details, but in confirming the details required me to visit an illegal site? Our lawyer said it wasn't possible. The story died until now. So just to give you guys some background, and this is the article that he wrote here. It's inside the shutdown, the world's largest child sex abuse website. And it's a large article, and I'm going to put it in the description for you guys. So pretty much just to give you a summary of it, this man had access. There was a hacker group that reached out to him over an encrypted chat, and they told him they were able to access IP addresses to this gigantic child porn operation. But there was no way to prove it unless you actually got onto the site. But in order to do the site, you would have to do something illegal. You'd have to get cryptocurrency and then buy your way into it, which no journalist is going to do. And the government, no government agency is going to allow a authoritative, operation go and use Bitcoin like that. They're not going to happen. So they were at a dead end, and they couldn't figure out how they were going to bust this. But it happened. They were able to get the IP addresses, and they reached out to the FBI, and that's where it started. But it was crazy, guys. Look at the IP addresses that they were getting from. Look at where they were coming from. I recall running the list of IP addresses that the hackers gave me through a resolver, which provided some limited insight into who might be visiting the dark website. We found individuals access the dark website from the networks, here it comes, of the U.S. Army Intelligence, the U.S. Senate, the U.S. Air Force, and the Department of Veterans Affairs, as well as Apple, Microsoft, Google, Samsung, and several universities around the world. We could not identify, however, specific individuals who access the site, and because the dark web is anonymized, it's likely that not even companies knew their staff were accessing the site. You have elite companies, guys. You have U.S. Army Intelligence, you have senators, you have military members, Department of Veterans Affairs, people that were in government positions on these websites. Sick stuff. Absolutely sick stuff. But they got through, and they broke this website down, and they arrested the person that was behind it. But the crazy thing is, let me see if I can find it here. I had it. I don't know where I lost it. Maybe back here. Good thing I took off that clicking noise, because you guys were going to be going crazy. There it is. This is a perfect recap of it. Tiffany Fitzhenry, you guys need to follow her on Twitter. She has amazing Hollywood whistleblower stories and content. She's great. She writes, implicated in the largest child porn takedown to date, we have the intelligence deep state, U.S. Senate, major tech companies, and universities. So yet again, the elite, powerful, and influential are trading in child sex. Pete's offense looks more valid with each passing day. And I'm not going to say the word because I don't want to get triggered on the YouTube algorithms. But it perfectly sums up what this is all about. The elite, powerful, and influential are trading in child sex, and it's, guys, this is a worldwide problem. This is what the elite are do. They prey on children. It's terrible. And ever since Trump's been in office, what's been happening? These huge busts have been going down, and children are getting saved. That's what's happening. So I'm going to put all those links in the description if you guys want to read the entire article that Zach Whitaker wrote. It's super interesting. I can't fit all this into a half hour. So let's move on to Mr. Elijah Cummings. Now, I was at work. I'm up early. I start work at 4:30 in the morning, and I got the breaking news on my phone that Elijah Cummings died at 68, and I was shocked because I didn't even know he was in poor health. Longtime Representative Elijah Cummings, the son of a sharecropper who rose to become a chairman of the powerful House Oversight and Reform Committee and was a key player in the impeachment probe into President Trump, has died at the age of 68, his office said in a statement early Thursday. Cummings died at 2:30 a.m. at the Gilchrist Hospice Care, a Johns Hopkins affiliate, due to complications concerning long-standing health challenges, according to his office. In the past year, Cummings relied on the use of a walker and motorized scooter to get around, even as he continued at a frenetic pace in the Capitol, leading televised committee hearings and giving interviews to reporters. Now, I had heard that Cummings was a scumbag, but when I heard that he died, I don't know why. I feel empathy for literally everything. And it's not a bad trait. I was like, oh man, you don't like to hear anyone that suffered, but at the same time, I was like, wait a minute. All the crap that he's been throwing at Trump, all this stuff that he's been involved with as far as the corruption in Maryland, it just reminded me, what did Q say about Cummings and the stuff that he was involved with? So let's get into that. We have a tweet from Joe M here, because Trump did respond, and he said, my warmest condolences to the family and many friends of Congressman Elijah Cummings. I get to see firsthand the strength, passion, and wisdom of this highly respected political leader. His work and voice on so many fronts will be very hard, if not possible, to replace. And I'm hearing that, I'm like, really? Come on, man. What is that? What is that? And then, Joe M. felt the same way. I understand Trump's need for optics before the law catches up, but I have no reason to sing the praises of this corrupt swamp beast who bled Baltimore dry and spent his waking hours serving the D.C. cabal and their attempts to destroy the president. May all his crimes become known. And I believe they're going to be known, guys. And just remember what Q has said. This was dropped 35:30. This was back in July 28th, a little bit before Q went down. Baltimore received $1.8 billion from Hussein's American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. Follow the money, follow the family. And when you hit that, it brings up this Foundation for Accountability and Civic Trust. And this goes into the details about the money that Elijah Cummings and Rocky Moore Cummings, his wife, wanted to be invested. They were wanting to investigate these guys because they were seeing things that were not okay as far as donations and the money that they were using. And it says right down here, I gotta find it. Additionally, there is significant overlap in the projects and revenue of the two entities. In 2017, GPS was selected for a $1 million grant from General Services Administration for the Leadership for Healthy Communities project, while the center served as the national program office for the same project. Further, the center and GPS have received over $5 million from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. And where is it here? I can't highlight this stuff, so it's because it's a PDF, but it's okay. Miss Rocky Moore Cummings' nonprofit has paid significant management fees to her own for-profit company, and she has been paid directly over $200,000. This potentially improper financial benefit to Miss Maya Rocky Moore Cummings and her husband, Elijah Cummings, is serious in nature. This is a unique situation that warrants necessary oversight to maintain public confidence in nonprofit donations. And that's just one investigation, guys, and that's still going. Now that he's passed, his wife is going to be getting the brunt of this, and what his corruption is going to be shown. It's going to be shown. And there's another Q drop here. This was July 29th. Democrats predominantly represent Maryland in the House and Senate. Maryland has second most defendants charged in federal and human trafficking cases. Who represents Maryland in the House and Senate? And when you hit the Twitter, I think I got it up here. Nope. Did you know the last 3 mayors of Baltimore have all stepped down or been forced out of office for corruption? All 3 were Democrats. Do you see a pattern? And this is what Q is referencing to. And then they reference this. The Human Trafficking Report 2018. And I think I had it pulled up here. Nope. That's okay. Load it up. I'll show you guys the stat to make sure I'm not just making this stuff up. Right here. The federal districts ranked in the top 10 by number. This is the criminal cases in regards to trafficking. The federal districts ranked in the top 10 by the number of new defendants charged in 2018 are the Southern District of New York, which is 1, and the District of Maryland is number 2, right there. This was Cummings' district. This was his playground. So Q was calling out that, and he says, the more you know. Crazy. And again, Joanne was going into him again. Here's a refresher if you need more. Baltimore got $1.8 billion from Obama's American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, and Cummings stole millions of it through his wife's slush fund, which we just talked about as far as paying herself hundreds of thousands of dollars and stealing millions of dollars also and hiding it through his wife's slush fund. Weird stuff. And just a shout out to Santa Surfing for dropping this tweet here. Oh, the timing. Elijah Cummings news made the notables just before 8chan was shut down, and 8kun opens soon and he's died. Interesting. And you know, the guy that's been updating the pages so Q can come back said it could be back either today or tomorrow. We're still waiting and seeing, but that is very intriguing. So, and even Jordan Sather was talking about that. As the days go on, don't be surprised if more of these people start dying. Don't be surprised. I don't know if it's just irony, coincidence. I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting when Q comes back and drops that first Q post. And it's going to break the internet. Whatever it is. And right here, so here's the tweet. I have it. I was on a radio show last night and made the prediction that we will likely see a few more swamp members pass before big happenings like FISA and arrest. You don't need any insiders or special abilities to gauge these things. Just a good idea of how the show is playing out. And right here, Elijah Cummings died within hours of your prediction. Crazy stuff. And as this was happening, this is just a side note. Everyone, the whole whistleblower story is finally starting to die down a little bit. But this people are showing comparisons of Elijah Cummings' signatures from November 2015, 2017, 2018, and then 2019. But in particular, this last one here was, this was involving Adam Schiff with the whistleblower story. And pretty much what it seems like is that Adam Schiff had Elijah Cummings' signature forged. And again, that whole narrative is dying. But because Elijah Cummings was in the news because he passed away, this was getting circulated around. Just a side note. Crazy stuff. So guys, don't forget everything that's going on right now. We have Trump's rally tonight. It's in Dallas, Texas. People are worried that there might be an attack, so just send positive vibes, send prayers, whatever you do. Send good feelings that way. And just hope everything goes smooth. Big things are happening, and I don't think I have anything else. Oh yes, before I let you guys go, this again, Project Veritas has been putting out episodes every day of the Insiders. So let's just take a look here. This is the one I'm going to show you. Very eye-opening. Here we go.
This is a story that's not going to go away.
Oh, the Ukraine thing? Or just Trump in general?
Trump in general. The only way this will go away is when he dies. Hopefully soon. This is a story that's not going to go away.
Oh, the Ukraine thing? Or just Trump in general?
Trump in general. The only way this will go away is when he dies. Hopefully soon.
The only way this will go away is when he dies, hopefully soon. You're getting the real feelings of what's going on at CNN. This is it right here. So, all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me today. Nothing else really breaking, but if it does, I'm gonna be all over it. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for supporting independent media. Share, like, subscribe. Tell all your friends about this channel. Show your friends and family about this channel. You guys can always email me, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter. It does not matter. I'm always here. And just let people know what's going on in the world. Just let them know. That's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Until then, stay woke.